Hello everyone, Zach Butler here with iTeachLexus and Peterson Lexus here in Boise, Idaho. Let's get started on the 2015 RX350 that you're now driving, learning about how to operate your onboard navigation system. Okay everyone, this is your remote touch toggle for your RX350 navigation system. You have this toggle device that you're going to use very similar to a mouse. You also have a menu switch that always brings you back home, an arrow up and an arrow back switch, which will be very important. You'll want to remember that. And then a map switch. The voice is simply telling you that this is a voice activated and voice navigation system. Here we are at the screen where you can see your menu page. At the top area right here, beginning, you have a destination icon, an info/apps icon, your setup icon where you can go in and customize everything, and then down below radio, media, climate, and phone. We're going to cover the navigation system. So from your remote touch toggle, your button that says map, go ahead and press that. From your map screen, you will see, in fact, your view of the city. Remember that arrow forward and arrow back I talked about? Zoom out to 700 feet, a quarter of a mile, and a half a mile. This changes your perspective. Using that arrow forward and arrow back switch is really important to get used to. Most of my clients like to be at about 700 feet. Top left corner is where your compass is and also demonstrates how the screen is going to be viewed. Right now the screen is facing your direction of travel, showing that I am facing, in fact, west, and then to the left of that I have my compass. If I press down on this with my remote touch toggle, then I'm going to see the screen fixed due north. So I'm always looking at it like I would a map. Most of my clients like the screen to face their direction of travel. That would be my recommendation. As we said, 700 feet, you can see that right there. This icon right here will light up when the XM Sirius satellite radio, weather, and traffic updates are happening, and you basically will see when there is a weather alert or when there's traffic issues, which is absolutely awesome. That's part of your Sirius XM satellite radio subscription. You have this map mode switch, very important. Once you press on that with your remote touch toggle, you go into a map mode screen. From this screen, you can see only the map. You can see your map and your stereo and your music. You can see the map and a trip computer or fuel consumption, or you can see altogether other information. Once you are in navigation route guidance mode, you can go to turn list and your intersections that are up ahead. So you get to choose what kind of mode you want to be in. A lot of folks just like the large map. The plus here and the minus on the bottom right corner are just like the arrow switches down by your remote touch toggle to zoom you in and zoom you out. You have the ability to use your mouse toggle to do that as well. Most people use the arrows though. Show on map is an important one to know what it does and how you can use it functionally. Once you press on show on map, you're going to see your ability to select dedicated points of interest. Let's go to that first. You can actually pick what icons you want to light up on your map screen. So if I was in a big city and I wanted to see the closest restaurants, I could click on dining and I could go down to OK. Now it lights up right on my map. From my map, I would have the ability to take my toggle and just go right to the icons and press, and then see that that's Big Bun Drive-In, which is a great burger joint, by the way. I could hit info and everything ties in. So I know I'm going quickly. This is where, as I've mentioned before, don't be scared of the system. Just use it and practice. Show on map also is designed so that you can do a route trace. Route trace will leave a breadcrumb trail of everywhere you've been. So those times you're in a big city and you're at a friend's house and you leave and you're not sure you're going to be able to find your way back, leave the route trace on so you can follow your breadcrumb trail. Let's turn off point of interest icons for now. I simply click on it and it hides it immediately. I can bring that back up anytime from my Show on Map screen. Lastly, on the Show on Map screen, I can click on point of interest icons, bring that back up here real quick, change them, and then actually see a list. So if I click on more icons, I can go down and see an actual list displayed versus the map, showing me the closest restaurant. Again, arrow down, arrow up, next to the menu and the map switches down low here. Use that, guys. Let's go back to the map screen and let's talk about Mark. Mark is designed to throw a flag waypoint wherever you are. So if you ever want to remember somewhere, and when you're sitting there, hit the mark, and that'll throw a flag point down. It's that easy. You can reference that in your address book down the road. Off merely cleans up your screen to give you a lot more visibility, because when you're using your remote touch toggle, you can look for streets, you can cruise all over the place and get lost if you like. When you do that, if you want to go back to your GPS location, simply hit the map button in front of the remote touch toggle. That is truly the basics on your navigation or map screen. Let's cover one last thing, and that'll be a really good start to teach you how to use your navigation system. We hit our menu switch by our remote touch toggle, and we go to a screen called Destination. This is part of the navigation. Destination allows you to enter in manually addresses, points of interest. We're coming back to this one because this is the cake on the, well, the icing on the cake. Previous destinations, your address book, those marked points that you set up. Your home you can type in, and then the 5 most often places you use. We've also got GPS coordinates you can type in for that favorite hiking trail, a map that you can really dial in tight, intersections and freeways, and emergency. So lastly, for the first year of your new RX350, you're enrolled in Destination Assist. Please use this. I highly encourage you to use it 24 hours a day. Lexus is there to help you. Let's try this out. You just simply click on it with your remote touch toggle. What's happening now is we're contacting Lexus Destination Assist. They'll come on in a moment and we'll think about where we want to go. Greatest thing of all is that you don't have to type the addresses in when you use Destination Assist. It'll take sometimes a couple seconds for it to upload, but just imagine you're driving, you're on a long trip, and you're capable of doing this. It's absolutely wonderful and invaluable for traveling.
This call may be recorded or monitored for quality assurance purposes. Lexus M1, this is Ellen. Where would you like to go today?
Hi, Ellen. I'm looking for a P.F. Chang's restaurant here in Boise, Idaho.
Okay, I can definitely assist you with locating a P.F. Chang's in Boise, Idaho. Just a moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I do have a P.F. Chang's China Bistro, 391 South 8th Street in Boise, and I'll download that for you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can assist you with before I send this through?
Not tonight.
Okay, then once it downloads, be sure to select Go. And thanks for using Destination Assist. You have a great night and enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
So she's going to identify my location, send the address to P.F. Chang's to my navigation, and I don't have to even type it in or look for it. It's absolutely wonderful. So I'll come down here to go. Now I am in route guidance mode. It calculates the route, and when I take off driving,
please proceed to the highlighted route.
Lovely.
Then the route guidance will start.
Navigation voice comes on. That's the 2015 RX350 Navigation System beginning tutorial. There's going to be lots more that you'll learn. And as always, I'm available 24/7 to answer any questions. Leave comments below and watch all the other videos so you can learn more about your new 2015 RX350. This is Zach with Peterson Lexus and iTeachLexus. Have a great day.